Hey everyone, today we're diving into a wild scientific experiment that brings the dead back to life. Laura was completely shocked by Harry's transformation and so grateful for his life-saving efforts. Now Harry was independent and living life like a normal person. He introduced Victor to Laura, who passionately shared his groundbreaking research, leaving Laura totally floored. Laura thought bringing the dead back to life was completely against the laws of nature, and Victor was ready to blow. On the way home, Victor insisted Harry cut ties with Laura. After all, they weren't here for romance. To boost Harry's ambition, Victor took him to a secret lab while drunk jaw-dropping scenes awaited. Next to them was a bizarre animal anatomy diagram that left Harry baffled, as Victor proudly showcased their research achievements. It was a stitched-up monster, made from hundreds of animal organs, and Harry felt like he had stumbled into extraterrestrial Harry felt no pride, he was terrified and doubted Victor's theory. Once the current started, everything changed. When the monster's heart beats and eyes open, they've created new life out of nothing. Mind-blowing. Subtitle: Try Kanju for dating highly educated and quality singles. Verified info for your perfect match. You get to pick your partner freely. Find what suits you the best. Kanju, blowing up your dating game. But scientific research needs funding, especially with all the moral hang-ups involved. Victor couldn't wait to present his findings. He took his presentation to the Royal Medical Institute, where the crowd was small but packed with the richest gossip. They loved all things strange, and Laura had shown up too. After a brief intro, Victor and Harry were ready to power up, but the result was swarms of flies. Most of the audience had to bolt, leaving the situation super awkward. Victor quickly had Harry crank up the power for another go, but round two didn't fare any better. Now it was just Laura and a rich kid left in the room. Even with the rich kid's snarky commentary, Victor refused to. He took a gamble, having Harry release electricity again, only to see chaos. Hilarious. Victor and Harry nearly got zapped, while the rich kid was cracking up until he was shocked to see that pile of flesh actually move. Victor was over the moon, as that monster actually woke up, but it was like a storm gone wild. His restraints tore apart, his hollow gaze showed a soulless zombie. Harry rushed to shield Laura. Harry used a lampshade to chase the monster, then ran after it. The monster went wild in the hallway. The monster was hot on Harry's heels and nearly shoved him down the stairs, but thank goodness Victor showed up just as Victor seized Harry. The monster pounced, sparking a fierce fight where Victor smashed with a fire extinguisher. They finally subdued the monster, but Harry and Victor had a huge fight over The Cheshire Experiment, a sneaky move. That's when the rich kid popped up and interrupted, claiming he was really into Victor's resurrection technology. His family was one of the top 3 powerful aristocrats in the country, and he was ready to throw cash at this crazy research. Victor got another wild idea: use this tech to create a new human. A true mad scientist. Harry felt things spiraling out of control, thinking this was a blatant violation of ethics, but Victor was having none of that. Victor's ultimate dream was to resurrect someone very important to him, and Laura urged Harry to stop him no matter what. Harry planned to persuade Victor to abandon the experiment, but his father tracked him down as well. Victor was once a prodigy at medical school, but scoffed at exams and classroom learning. He was all about chasing his dreams. His father was furiously angry at Victor's choices, calling him a disgrace to the family. What a stubborn old man. Harry saw a soul crushed by authority and decided to help him realize his dream of creating life. He pointed out that the monster had issues with energy and couldn't last more than 10 minutes. But using lightning could change things. Ordinary folks couldn't handle such high voltage, so Harry had a bright idea: give this human 2 hearts and 2 lungs. So they started to alter the design boldly over a few drinks, and bam, the plan was born. Victor was ready for that experiment tonight. But Harry had a date with Laura at the ball, and while Victor pretended to agree, he was rolling his eyes internally. That night, Harry and Laura shared a beautiful time at the ball, reaping the rewards of love and career. The next day, Harry returned home, feeling energized, only to find Victor's house surrounded by cops from all angles. Apparently, Victor was being honed in for stealing animal organs and using missing persons for his experiments. So, he decided to sneak in through the back door to alert Victor. Victor, surprised at Harry's return, hurried to escape. Harry accidentally opened the freezer, scaring him. Victor explained that this was an old experiment subject who had died. He didn't want to waste materials, so he took his fate. Such a cruel act shocked Harry, just as a cop barged into the lab with a gun, putting Victor at risk of arrest. Victor asked the detective if he didn't want to revive his cancer-stricken wife. The detective was dismissive, but Victor didn't want jail. So he shoved the cop against a pillar and jammed his hand into a spinning gear. Talk about a twist of fate. Seizing the opportunity, they fled the secret lab, only to find the rich kid was already arranging their next moves. But Harry suddenly went cold feet. Doubt crept in about Victor's lies, yet Victor was dead set on moving forward. Victor hopped on a carriage and left, not fearing how messy things might get.